80th minute, 0-0. About 72% possession. I'm not trying to score, and that's exactly why I'm about to win. Smart Division 1 opponents figured out principles 1 through 3. They adapt. 5 defenders, 4 midfielders sitting deep, compact shape, everyone behind the ball. They're not trying to win, they're trying not to lose. And if you try to break through them, you lose, because that's what they want. They want you frustrated, forcing passes, making mistakes, getting countered. So here's what you do instead. Principle 4, strategic possession starvation. When they go ultra defensive, you do something that feels wrong. You stop attacking, not completely, but you stop forcing attacks. Here's the pattern. Keep possession at the halfway line, not in their box, right at the edge of their defensive shape. 65 to 70% possession, but you're not penetrating. You're just existing with the ball. Pass between your midfielders. Switch sides occasionally. No urgency, no through balls, no risks. For 10 in-game minutes. Now watch what happens to them. At first, they're disciplined, organized. After a few minutes, still disciplined, but you can see it. Little movements. Frustration creeping in. 7 minutes. Their center mid pushes up, just 3 meters. 20 minutes. Their center back steps forward. Because human beings cannot handle uncertainty, they're winning 0-0, but nobody's attacking. Their brain. Someone has to do something. We're not going to score like this. Maybe I should press. The moment one player breaks their shape. Through ball, space behind, one-on-one. Goal. Not because you forced it, because you made them so uncomfortable they forced it. Why this works? Forced decision pressure. When you attack aggressively into their defense, they know what to do. Block, tackle, clear. When you don't attack, their brain short circuits. Why isn't he attacking? Is he playing for a draw? Should I press him? But if I press and he counters, this internal dialogue breaks their discipline. Ultra-defensive formations require perfect synchronization. The moment one player decides to press, gaps appear. You're not hoping they make a mistake. You're creating the psychological pressure that forces the mistake. That's the difference between tactics and psychological warfare. Opponent pressing high, aggressive. Principle 1, possession over penetration. Let them press, space opens behind, opponent tight centrally, 2 center backs plus defensive mid in 15-meter zone. Principle 2, width creates central space. Force them to choose. Opponent panicking down 2-0, making desperate tackles. Principle 3, their panic is your weapon. High press, counter their mistakes. Opponent ultra-defensive, 5 at the back, everyone behind the ball. Principle 4, strategic possession starvation. Stop forcing attacks. Make them uncomfortable. Real talk. Principle 4 will get you accused of time-wasting, playing boring football. Anti-football. Opponents will report you after matches, call you names, say you're ruining the game. Good. If they're that emotional, you've already won the psychological battle. Division matches isn't about pretty football, it's about winning. And if strategic patience breaks their mental discipline, that's on them. They adapted to your tactics. You adapted to their psychology. That's high-level play. Most players can't do this because they panic after 5 minutes. They need to force an attack. They can't handle the discomfort. If you can't stay patient for 10 in-game minutes, this principle isn't for you. But if you can, you're not just good, you're inevitable. Which principle dominates for you? 1. Possession over penetration. 2. Width creates central space. 3. Their panic is your weapon. 4. Strategic possession starvation. Drop your number in the comments. Most voted principle gets a 15-minute deep dive next week, and for those asking, next video shows you what to do when they start using these 4 principles against you, the counter to the counter, because the mind games never end. Subscribe, or keep getting out thought.